name's Hev. Thank you so much for watching today's Fallout 76 character creation. Like many people recently, I've watched the Fallout TV series and really enjoyed it, and I thought it would be fun to try my best to create the Ghoul out of the show. Now there's going to be a few changes. For example, I can't remove his nose, but I'll do the best I can with the tools we have and we'll see how we go. Also, please forgive the presentation of these tutorials. Due to the lack of sliders and grids and numbers and such, I have to try and talk you through it as I'm creating the character, which can be a bit tricky, but I'll try my best and hopefully it'll be easy enough to follow. Let's just jump right on into it. Starting with phase 5, the first thing I'm going to do is to remove his hair. So going up to boot camp. And he doesn't have eyebrows either, but unfortunately we can't remove them, so we might go bushy and then change his hair colour to red to try and match his skin tone a little bit and blend in. Speaking of, let's change his skin tone to burnt, and then we'll come down to facial hair and select none. Okay, so then we're going to back out and go into extras and then into blemishes. We would like eye socket shade at 100%, lip colour in colour 2, rough face at 41%, cheek rash at 49%, and then we would like pocked face at 50%, cheeks gaunt at 56%, eyes gaunt at 95%, and that's about all in blemishes, so we'll accept. And we'll back out of extras for now, we can always come back later, so we'll jump on into face. Okay, and I'm going to try and get this nose out of the way first, so I'm going to do the best I can to replicate the Ghoul's nose. So using the left stick, we're going to push that all the way up, and then into nose bridge using the D-pad, we're going to go all the way up, into nose tip using the left stick, all the way up. Also in nose tip, we're going to go all the way left using the D-pad. And then coming to nostrils, we're going to go all the way left with the D-pad. Coming up to nose bridge, same thing, all the way left on the D-pad. Coming back to nose tip, I'm going to press R1 5 times. And coming back to nose full, we're going to press up on the D-pad twice. And I think that somewhat gives the impression of a Ghoul nose as best I can with the tools I have. We'll see if we need to tweak it further in a minute. We'll move up to eyebrows full, and we're going to hold R1 till it's all the way set. And then we'll move to eyebrows inner using the left stick, we'll give a flick upwards. And then coming to eyebrows outer using the left stick, we're going to go all the way right and then give a very tiny flick back to the left. Coming into eyebrows middle, we're going to press right on the D-pad as far as it will go. And then we're going to come down to his eye colour. And I believe they're hazel, so we'll select hazel. If I'm wrong, please select the colour that you know that they are. And then we'll come into eye type and we'll select piercing 2. And then coming back to eyes, we'll press L1 3 times. And then using the left stick, we're going to give a flick to the left. Also using the left stick, we're going to bring the eyes as far down as we can. And the same with his eyebrows, as far down as we can. And then we'll come to eyebrows outer and bring those down a bit as well. So giving 2 good flicks downward. And the same with eyebrows inner, we'll give another flick down. Okay, coming back to his eyes, we're going to press left on the D-pad twice. And then we'll move on to eyebrows top. Using the left stick, we're going to go all the way right. And then in eyebrows bottom, using the left stick, we're going to go all the way left. Coming back to eyebrows top, we also want to give a flick upwards using the left stick. Okay, coming into face lower, we're going to give a few flicks upwards using the left stick. So 1, 2 good flicks up. Then we're going to grab his chin and using the left stick, we're going to give that a really good flick up as well. And then coming into jaw outer, using the left stick, we're going to bring that all the way down. And then we're going to give a good flick to the left as well. And then we're going to come down to cheeks, type, and select creased. And then we're going to come down to mouth, type, and select full pursed 5. Okay, coming back to his eyes using the left stick, I want to give another flick to the left. And also press left on the D-pad one more time. I'm then going to come back to eyebrows middle using left on the D-pad. We're going to set that all the way. Okay, and coming back to face lower, I just want to give a very small flick down using the left stick, like so. And coming back into nose bridge, using the left stick, we're going to set that all the way up. Be careful not to set it off center. Coming into eyebrows inner, we're going to press up on the D-pad as far as it will go. And then in eyebrows outer, we're going to press down on the D-pad as far as it will go. Coming into cheekbones, using the left stick, we're going to give a flick to the right and one up. And then using up on the D-pad, we're going to set that as far as it will go. And then for scale, we're going to start from all the way left using the D-pad and press right just twice. And now we're going to give another very small flick up using the left stick. Coming down to cheeks using the left stick, I'm going to give a very small flick to the left. Then coming to jowls upper using the left stick from this position, going to give a very small flick down. And another small flick towards the right. And then we're going to press up on the D-pad 5 times. And then we'll come down to chin and press right on the D-pad 8 times. And then we'll also press up on the D-pad 3 times. Okay, and coming back to mouth full using the left stick, I'm going to give a very small flick up. And then coming into mouth corners, I'm going to give a very small flick down using the left stick. And then a very small flick to the right as well. Coming into mouth top, we're going to give the tiniest little flick upward using the left stick. And in mouth bottom, using the left stick, we're going to set that all the way up. Coming back into mouth corners, going to press down on the D-pad 3 times. And then we'll come into jowls lower using the left stick. We're going to give a good flick up. And a very, very tiny one to the left. And then we are going to use up on the D-pad as far as it will go. Then coming down to neck, we're going to press down on the D-pad twice. And then we'll come to jaw middle using the left stick. I'm going to give a flick to the right and also bring it down as far as it will go. Coming to ears full, I'm going to give a flick to the left using the left stick. Then coming back to mouth corners, I'm going to press R1 once. Then we're going to come back to extras, go into makeup and apply eyeliner waterline in colour 1. And also eyeliner 1 in colour 1, and also blush 1 in colour 3, and then we'll accept. And then coming back into face and into forehead, going to make sure that up on the D-pad is all the way up. And I think he's looking pretty ghoulish, but we'll take him outside of the vault and see if we need to do any more tweaking out in the daylight. See you soon. Okay, so here we are out in the daylight, and the first thing I noticed that I forgot to do was set his body. I think he's maybe a little bit too big to be the ghoul out of the show, so I'm thinking somewhere around this area. Also, I want to just come back into face lower using the left stick, give a somewhat decent flick down, and then come into chin and press R1 5 times, and then give a small flick down using the left stick. I also want to press up on the D-pad just once. I've also come back into extras and then blemishes, and we're going to apply forehead rash at 43%. Also cheek scrapes at 46%, as well as mouth melasma at 45%, and pocked neck at 41%, and we'll accept that. Also coming back to ears full, using the left stick, we're going to give a flick down so that the top of his ears kind of meet up with his top eyelid, I suppose. Just going to adjust his eye type to piercing 4, and we'll reduce it down to 90%. We also want to come back to eyelids top, using the left stick, we'll give a flick upwards. And I think this is about as close as I'm going to get him, given the tools that we have and the fact that he's gonna have a nose no matter what I do. But I'll get him in his outfit and we'll have another look. Okay guys, so here he is in his outfit, which is the West Coast Duster outfit. It was available in the store very recently. And I hope it helps to give the impression of the Ghoul from the show. I did the best I can with the tools I have. Feel free to make any tweaks that you feel are necessary. And I hope this was easy enough to follow as well. If you did enjoy it, please remember to give the video a like and subscribe to see new character creations each week. Thank you so much for watching and happy creating. Hi everyone, my name's Hev. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and if you'd like to see more character creations, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel.